Hello friends, how are you doing? In today's video we have an exciting anticipating review by Hourglass. We have their newest Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. I have a 2-day wear test on this guy. I'm gonna show you application, my thoughts on the product and all that good stuff. If this is first time passing by, I am Gigi. I love to talk about luxury and high-end makeup. If you love that kind of content, click down there where it says subscribe and also to my other socials for just a little bit more beauty. And without further ado, let's begin. Alrighty friends, let's get started. And as mentioned, we have Veil Hydrating Skin Tint by Hourglass. This is our guy. This is what the squeeze tube looks like. I did pick up the shade 9. This has a 12-month sparkly life and it is made in Italy. So this is described as a lightweight skin tint that boosts moisture levels up to 52% for a dewy glow. It provides a sheer veil of coverage for comfortable all-day wear. It is long wearing, it has a radiant finish, it is hydrating, it is cruelty-free. The coverage is light, and let's emphasize the light coverage because it truly is a light coverage product. This has meadow foam seed oil, which is going to be hydrating, also hyaluronic acid, and it has a plant-based squalane. It comes into 16 flexible shades, so you know they give you an idea of the shades if you already have their ambient light foundation, which I have shade 8, and this is my winter shade. You can correspond, you know, and try to find this guy. I picked up 9 in this, thinking that it was gonna be way darker for summer. It's just okay. It's not super deep or darker than I expected. I feel like this is going to be good for me in winter time, say. So this has actually 18 shades, not 16. There's 18 flexible shades. They're sheer, right? So you know they don't have to be 50 shades, they say. So you have a lot of room to play when it comes to, you know, a sheer product like this. And it is hydrating, plumping, and all day wear. So I wore this all weekend. So I am going to share a 2-day wear test. Today we'll do apply it together, and then I'll show you towards the end of the video how it wore and my final thoughts on the product. So let me bring you a little closer so that we can apply this guy together. Okay, as you can see, I'm very glowy. SPF is on. Every single of my skincare products is on. They've been sitting for an hour or 2, so we're good to apply. Today I'm not gonna color correct anything. We're just going to go ahead and apply it. It says shake well. This is the consistency, so it's not very runny, you know, it's a little thickish, not too much. I love the squeezy tube. It is very slick. It has the H logo right down there, and you get 1.1 fluid ounces of the product, just a little bit more than your regular foundation. So that's it. Let's go ahead and do fingers on this side. I don't like to apply anything with my fingers, I tell you that, but I did wanted to show you because I know some people will apply tints with their fingers. I rather apply it with I don't know, brush, and then I like to follow up with a little pillar puff like that. So like if I were to do my fingers, which is gonna give you the most coverage that this will have, this was a light layer. I'm gonna show you this side because this side is where I have the most fun things to cover, and I do want you to see what it does for me. It has a creamy texture. It's not extremely liquidy, and you can see that there's a hair here, and you can see that it just evens everything out, but it does not provide a ton of coverage. It really does not. So it is a true skin tint. This is a true skin tint. So let's do a little bit in my forehead. Okay, like so. So this was a light layer. You can see all that dew, all that glow. You can see that all my hyperpigmentations are still showing through. Let me dim down these lights. Hold on. Dim the lights just a little bit down. And here you have it. This is a light layer. This was a pea-sized amount of the product. On a day-to-day basis, if I'm running an errands, this will do. I will do concealer and powder and I'll be good. But I do want to show you how it applies and how it builds up with the brush. And you may think that I'm using a ton, because I am. Because, you know, each pump will give you this. It is what it is. I don't want to color correct today because, again, I want to show you if this is a buildable product. And look, with a brush is going to really pack more coverage. My hyperpigmentations are pretty much not gone, but you know, they're concealed. Very, very good. Okay, and this is good for me. It is so dewy. I will take away all these dew, guys, because I really need to set my base. I like to set my bases. That's what I do. So I'm going to just apply some concealer. She's sparking outside. All right, perfect. Oh, look at that glow. Look at that finish. I do want to set, so I'm going to be using Givenchy's powder. I have the shade Rose Boil. And I'm gonna do very generous setting, especially on my T-zone, because I do have combination skin and it is very, very warm and humid. And so I get oily on my T-zone, and you're gonna see that on my wear test. I'm gonna use a Velour Puff for my under eyes. So here you have it. This is it all said and done. I only set it the middle of my face on the T-zone because I get quite oily. But you can see that I didn't set my cheek area. I want, you know, that glow to still seep through. Let's just finish off the rest of my makeup. Every product that I'm using, I'm gonna link in the description box below. Today I'll be using one of these Givenchy blushes that just hit North America. They were available in Europe years ago, but they just landed here, so we can finally try them. I have the shade 5, which is this beautiful shade. I do want to do a separate video for them, so in that video I'll show you, you know, deets and stuff, but here I'm just gonna apply it. For these blushes, I have shade 5 and 6. So those are the two that I'll be demoing in an upcoming video. But yeah, this is it. I'm gonna apply just a little bit of highlighter. Alright friends, makeup is all completed. All makeup bits are going to be linked below. And this is what we are looking like. I feel like it looks beautiful, you guys. It is very, very just softening. It looks like skin, but just very natural. You see that I was able to build up the coverage, especially on this side, you know, for my hyperpigmentation, and it looks beautiful. It looks like skin again, but just perfected version of the skin. I love this tint, you guys. Spoiler alert, is really, really beautiful. I love it because it's hydrating but not too much. Remember, I have combination skin and I get oily on my T-zone, and this gets oily on my T-zone but not a lot, you know. I love it because it never emphasizes my peeling skin. I did microneedling a week ago today, and so my chin and some areas of my face are peeling, like literally chunks are coming off, and this is it never looks creepy or emphasizes any of those issues that I'm currently having. And I am loving this tint. I was able to wear it all weekend, and let's talk about the 2 days that I wore it. So the first day that I applied this tint, no primer, it went on beautiful, very light makeup. I did apply this Givenchy blurring powder, and I feel like this played a big part in just looking extra flawless. Like, this blush is some good stuff. So this is what it looks like 7 hours of wear. You can see that only my T-zone is very oily, but other than that, my cheek area looks intact. It looks beautiful. I'm showing you my chin because, again, my chin is a big area of concern. It always peels and creeps around it. It looked intact. So the next day that I wore it, I decided to wear it very natural makeup, and I wore like Makeup by Mario's blush because I wanted just creams and whatever. All of these days that I wore it, I set it with the Givenchy powder because I like to set my base. I don't like sticky or, like, you know, moving bases. And this is what it looked like at the end of the day. This was actually a 10-hour wear. You know, it looks so beautiful. Again, it looks like skin. It looks so good. At that point that I'm showing you, actually, let me show you a little clip because I did remove a little bit of the oils, and you're gonna be able to see that it transfers if you do that. So this is at 7 hours of wear. As you can see, I have oils only on my nose, and I'm not really bothered by this. Today is super humid, so I say with a good, you know, removing of the oils, which actually, yeah, it is picking up on the tint quite a bit. Yeah, it did remove it there. So I don't want to go with powder on top of this. I would just remove it with, you know, what I just did. But at this point, I do just want to apply a little bit of powder. So I'm just gonna take this Sicily powder, and I'm just gonna dab it like this where I was looking oily, and that's it. I'm not bothered by those freckles there. They're fine. This is looking very good and natural. So this is a true skin tint, and I got that comment from my Instagram. She's like, oh, finally a true skin tint. And I agree with her totally, because this is a true light, very light skin tint, something that is going to provide minimal coverage, but is going to be very hydrating and just very perfect and beautiful on the skin. Hourglass does very good complexion products. If you love this foundation, you know, this is some good stuff. So this is right up their alley, just a sheer version of it. Very pretty. So when it comes to comparisons, I got questions about Danessa. Whoops, no way. These are so different, you guys. Danessa Myricks is a beautiful, hydrating, dewy tint, but this has a ton of coverage. It's almost like full coverage. You know, this also looks nice and perfecting on the skin. You can go ahead and see my review if you're interested. This is a beautiful tint. I love them both for different occasions. Like if I'm running errands and I want to be just super just a flawless, very natural, I'll go for this. If I want to like get really glam, you know, I could reach for this because it's a beautiful finish. I also love that it doesn't peel or look creepy on my peeling skin as well. So this is a very good one. Also, I was thinking that this reminds me, like this guy reminds reminds me of this. I tried these recently, maybe, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or so. And this has such sheer coverage, but for some reason it looks so good. It looks so perfecting on the skin. So I say these are comparables. If you've tried something like this, then you know what I'm talking about. This is their newest Le Beige Water Fresh complexion, but the one with a little bit more coverage, not the super lighter coverage. This has like a good light to medium coverage. It's buildable is what I'm trying to say. Just like this, they're buildable products. Another one that came to mind is this one by YSL, but YSL's tint also leans towards the more foundation-y tint, you know, like these leans more towards the Nessa's tint because they have more coverage. These also looks beautiful, very natural on the skin, very, very pretty, but I don't feel like it compares to Hourglass. I thought of these guys, you know, firsthand. Other than that, nothing else really compares to these in my opinion. Again, this is a true skin tint. So if you're looking for that minimal, effortlessly coverage, if you're looking for that clean girl vibe, I think this is going to be for you. I feel like shade 9 is very good for, I don't know, like this time and maybe even winter, because once I bronze it, you know, it really matches good. So yeah, friends, those are my thoughts about new Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. I really, really like it. I enjoy it a ton. Let me know below, have you tried this guy? Are you interested in it? If you suffer from acne, then you know the struggle. This is going to be safe for you. So this is very good news. Again, thank you Hourglass. I'm loving the tint. So that's gonna be it. I hope this video was informative and I hope that I answered all your questions. If you have more, do not hesitate to drop them below. Remember that this is going to be linked in my description box. And yeah, friends, I'm excited to continue to test this out and to continue to wear it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this video? What do you think of the 2-day wear test, application, everything that I talked about in today's video? Let me know below. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you in my next one. Bye!